Most people believe they understand how to take care of their bodies. They add yogurt to support digestion. They drink milk to strengthen their bones. They choose high-protein meals to build health. They sip green tea because they think it protects them from disease. These choices feel reasonable. They feel familiar. They even feel responsible. But when we look deeper into how the body actually works, a different truth begins to appear. Many habits that seem healthy on the surface slowly weaken the body from within. The Japanese-American surgeon Hiromi Shinya reached this understanding not through theory, but through experience. Across his long career, he examined the digestive systems of more than 300,000 people. He saw healthy stomachs that looked smooth and strong. He saw exhausted stomachs marked by irritation and stress. He saw intestines that functioned like well-tuned machines and others that struggled through every movement. After decades of observation, he realized that the truth about a person's health does not appear on the outside. It sits quietly in the stomach and the intestines. When the digestive tract is healthy, the entire body is supported. When it is not, disease begins to take shape far before symptoms appear. He discovered something else even more important. The difference between strong digestive systems and weak ones did not come from age or genetics. It did not come from fitness routines or expensive supplements. The difference came from how each person treated their enzymes. Enzymes are the small biological forces that make life possible. They break down food, clear toxins, repair cells, assist immunity, and support every function of human biology. Without enzymes, the body cannot digest, cannot detoxify, and cannot heal. Yet in modern life, enzymes are used up faster than the body can replenish them. Stress consumes enzymes. Medication consumes enzymes. Alcohol consumes enzymes. Processed food consumes enzymes. Overheated food destroys the enzymes that would have supported digestion. Most people live in a constant state of enzyme loss without ever noticing. Dr. Shinya called this condition the pre-illness state. It is a space where the body is not sick enough for a diagnosis, but far from healthy. Many people today live in this quiet zone of imbalance. They feel a little tired. They sleep poorly. They deal with constipation or bloating. They feel pressure in their shoulders or stiffness in their neck. They accept these signals as normal parts of life, but these signals are early warnings. They are the body whispering that its enzyme supply is declining and that digestion is no longer functioning smoothly. In his examinations, he saw how the digestive tract held the key to everything else. When the stomach lining was irritated, the immune system struggled. When the intestines were inflamed, energy levels dropped. When the digestive tract was overloaded, the entire body became less resilient. On the other hand, when the digestive tract looked healthy, the person who owned it often lived with clear energy, steady digestion, and strong immunity, even late in life. These discoveries pushed him to question the health beliefs that most people accept without doubt. Yogurt is believed to help digestion, but most adults lack the enzyme needed to break down lactose. When lactose remains undigested, it ferments in the gut. This fermentation creates movement that feels like relief, but it is actually irritation. Milk is believed to support bone strength, but countries with the highest milk consumption often have the highest rates of bone fractures. Green tea is believed to prevent disease, yet heavy consumption leads to tannin buildup that irritates the stomach lining. High-protein diets are believed to create strength, yet meat from warm-blooded animals demands more enzyme power than many bodies can afford to give. These examples reveal a simple pattern. Health problems do not begin with dramatic events. They begin with small daily habits that slowly drain the enzyme supply. When the enzyme system is overworked, the body begins to lose its natural ability to heal and protect itself. This is the root of the pre-illness state. Dr. Shinya believed that the first step toward healing is understanding how the body uses enzymes. He proposed that the body draws from a general enzyme reserve. When one part of the body needs enzymes, another part must give them up. If digestion requires an unusually large amount of enzyme activity, immune function becomes weaker. If detoxification demands more enzymes, cellular repair slows down. When people drink alcohol, the liver must focus its enzyme power on breaking down the alcohol. During this time, fewer enzymes are available to help digestion. This is why heavy drinkers often suffer from digestive problems. The liver takes priority, and the rest of the system must wait. Medication creates a similar burden. Every pill the body receives must be processed as a foreign substance. Even when medicine is useful, the process of breaking it down consumes enzymes. Many people take stomach medication to quiet discomfort. But over time, these medicines suppress the body's natural ability to digest. When stomach acid is blocked too often, harmful bacteria survive. Nutrients are absorbed poorly, and the digestive muscles weaken. The symptom feels better for a moment, but the root problem becomes stronger. Highly processed oils add another layer of stress. Oils that have been hydrogenated or exposed to high heat oxidize easily. When these oils enter the body, they require significant enzymatic effort to neutralize. Over years of consumption, the burden increases. The liver becomes overworked, and inflammation spreads quietly throughout the system. People may not feel these effects immediately, but Dr. Shinya saw them clearly each time he examined the digestive tract of a long-term patient. Through these observations, he developed a simple but powerful idea. To protect health, we must protect enzymes. Every choice we make throughout the day either saves enzymes or burns them. Raw fruits save enzymes because they contain their own natural enzymes. Whole grains save enzymes because they digest at a steady pace without overwhelming the system. Lightly cooked vegetables save enzymes because they provide nutrients without demanding extreme digestive effort. Fish saves enzymes because its fats match the temperature of the human body and break down smoothly. On the other hand, heavily processed foods, excessive protein, alcohol, medication, and stress all force the body to use more enzymes than it can comfortably produce. This understanding shaped the way Dr. Shinya lived his own life. His mornings began with water to support the digestive system. After that came fresh fruit, which provided energy without heaviness. For meals, he chose whole grains, vegetables, sea plants, and a small amount of fish. His goal was not to follow a trend. His goal was to give the enzyme system room to breathe so the body could repair itself. Once you see how the enzyme system works, the nature of health becomes clearer. Health is not created by adding more pills or more supplements. Health is created by removing the small daily burdens that damage the enzyme system. The body already knows how to heal. It simply needs fewer obstacles. Dr. Shinya often said that the stomach remembers everything. It remembers stress. It remembers rushed meals. It remembers nights of overeating. It remembers alcohol. It remembers medication. It remembers lifelong habits. And it shows the truth without judgment. When he examined the intestines of people who ate simple, natural, enzyme-rich diets, he saw digestive tracts that looked youthful even at older ages. When he examined people who relied on processed foods and stimulants, he saw damage even in their 20s. These observations reveal a pattern that shapes the entire philosophy. The modern world has created a lifestyle that constantly drains enzymes. To reclaim health, we must learn to support the body in the way it was originally designed. We must choose foods that digest easily. We must drink clean water. We must allow time for the stomach to rest. We must avoid unnecessary toxins. We must return to simplicity. This brings us to the deeper question at the center of the enzyme factor philosophy. If so many common health beliefs are flawed, what does eating well truly look like in practice? And how can we build a daily routine that restores the body, rather than slowly exhausting it? To understand the reality of health, we need to look at how the body responds to the habits we repeat every day. Many people believe they are doing the right things simply because the advice sounds familiar or comes from a trusted trend. Yet, when Dr. Shinya looked directly at the digestive system, he saw a different story. He saw how many popular health habits quietly weakened the stomach lining, drained enzyme reserves, or disrupted the natural balance of the gut. He began with yogurt, a food many people treat as a daily cure for digestion. Most adults cannot fully digest lactose because lactase, the enzyme needed to break it down, decreases with age. When lactose remains undigested, it ferments. That fermentation creates gas and movement that people misinterpret as relief. They believe the yogurt is helping their digestion, when in truth, the gut is reacting to irritation. Over time, this irritation wears down the stomach lining and destabilizes the gut environment. Dr. Shinya examined thousands of patients who ate yogurt daily. He did not see strong stomachs. He saw damaged digestive systems. He also questioned the belief that milk prevents osteoporosis. Many nations with high milk consumption suffer from extremely high fracture rates. The problem is not calcium. The problem is how the body responds when calcium from milk floods the bloodstream too quickly. The body must protect itself by pushing the excess calcium out through the kidneys. Calcium leaves the body instead of entering the bones. What looks like nourishment becomes depletion. The very thing people drink to strengthen their bones quietly weakens them over time. Tea carries a similar contradiction. Green tea is often seen as a miracle drink because it contains antioxidants. Yet heavy tea drinkers often show signs of stomach irritation. This is because tannins in tea tighten and irritate the stomach lining. In small amounts, the body can handle it. When consumed daily in large quantities, tannins accumulate. Dr. Shinya found thin, fragile stomach linings in people who drank multiple cups of strong tea each day. These were not the stomachs of people protected by antioxidants. They were stomachs worn down by constant chemical stress. High-protein diets create another hidden burden. People assume more protein equals more strength. But human digestion was not designed for large amounts of meat from warm-blooded animals. These meats require tremendous enzyme power to break down. When people rely heavily on meat, their enzyme reserves drop quickly. Over time, the body feels heavier, more inflamed, and more tired. Even the pace of aging accelerates. Dr. Shinya compared this to animals in nature. Herbivores develop powerful muscles without high-protein diets. Their bodies build strength efficiently from plant-based foods. Lions may look strong, but they can only sprint for short bursts. Their endurance is low because their bodies are built for survival, not longevity. Human health depends more on endurance than momentary strength. Medication adds another layer of damage. Stomach medicines that suppress acid may offer temporary comfort, but they weaken the body's ability to digest. Stomach acid is essential for killing harmful bacteria and breaking down food. When acid levels drop artificially, pathogens survive. Nutrients pass through the digestive tract without being absorbed. The stomach muscles become passive. Multiple systems quietly break down while the symptom seems improved. Even treatments meant to save lives come with hidden costs. Dr. Shinya examined the effects of chemotherapy on enzymes. Chemotherapy destroys cancer cells, but it also destroys normal cells. The more powerful the drug, the greater the enzymatic cost. Younger patients recover more easily because their enzyme reserves are higher. Older patients struggle because their reserves are already low. He believed that any treatment that consumes too many enzymes will limit the body's ability to heal itself. This belief was not meant to reject medicine, but to highlight the importance of protecting enzyme capacity whenever possible. One of the most surprising insights came from examining oils. Many people avoid animal fats and choose vegetable oils, believing they are healthier. But when vegetable oils are processed, heated, or hydrogenated, their molecular structure changes. They oxidize easily and produce free radicals that burden the liver. Margarine, often marketed as a healthier alternative, is one of the most harmful. It is produced by forcing hydrogen into vegetable oils until they harden. This process creates trans fats, which are deeply damaging to the human body. As Dr. Shinya told his patients, if you have margarine in your home, throw it away. He also questioned modern eating habits built on refined grains. White rice is easy to cook and pleasant to eat, but it is nutritionally empty. Brown rice and whole grains contain natural enzymes and nutrients that support digestion and energy. White rice is stripped of these elements. It is, in his words, a dead grain. It cannot sprout. It cannot grow. It carries no living force. When people base their meals on dead grains, their energy becomes dull and unstable. Whole grains, on the other hand, digest slowly and support enzyme balance. The deeper issue is that many modern foods are processed with high heat. Heat destroys enzymes. Even when the food still contains nutrients, its enzyme content is gone. The digestive system must work harder. Over time, this constant pressure weakens the entire enzyme network. The body loses efficiency. People begin to feel tired for no clear reason. They rely on stimulants like caffeine, which create another cycle of enzyme loss. Dr. Shinya believed the body speaks clearly if we learn how to listen. Sensitivity to food, discomfort after a meal, sudden drops in energy, or irregular digestion are not random events. They are signals. They show that the stomach and intestines are struggling to maintain balance. Many people ignore these signals until they grow louder. By then, the pre-illness state has turned into something more difficult to reverse. His clinical observations strengthened his belief that the simplest diet is often the most powerful. A diet built on whole grains, fresh vegetables, raw fruits, and small amounts of fish supports enzyme conservation. Meals should be chewed slowly to activate enzymes in saliva. Water should be consumed throughout the day to support digestion and to help the body move toxins. Eating lightly in the evening protects the stomach during sleep. when digestion naturally slows. He saw this lifestyle reflected in nature. Animals do not need nutritionists to guide them. They instinctively choose foods that preserve their enzyme systems. Carnivores eat herbivores specifically to access the partially digested plant matter and enzymes inside their prey. Herbivores chew for long periods to mix their food with enzyme-rich saliva. Humans once lived closer to this rhythm, but modern food culture has drifted far from it. The question he returned to again and again was simple. What would happen if people stopped overwhelming their bodies with food that destroys enzymes and chose instead to protect their enzyme reserves? Could they avoid many of the chronic problems that feel inevitable today? Could they live longer, not just in years, but in quality? Could they experience a level of energy and clarity rarely found in modern life? His answer was always yes, but reaching that answer requires a shift in perspective. It requires seeing food not as calories, but as information, not as trends, but as chemistry, not as comfort, but as the raw material of life. When people think this way, the connection between enzymes and long-term health becomes obvious. The more enzymes we protect, the more strength we preserve. This understanding lays the foundation for a different kind of lifestyle. A lifestyle that replaces confusion with clarity. A lifestyle that chooses foods that work with the body instead of against it. A lifestyle designed not for short bursts of health, but for a lifetime of vitality. And at the center of it all is a simple truth. The human body wants to heal. It wants to renew. It is always moving toward balance. The only question is whether our daily habits help it or hold it back. The more Dr. Shinya studied the human body, the more clearly he saw a single pattern. Health was not determined by isolated choices, but by the accumulation of countless small actions performed day after day. Every sip, every bite, every late night, every moment of stress either protected enzyme reserves or slowly drained them. The body had remarkable resilience, but it also had limits. When those limits were crossed, illness did not appear suddenly. It crept in quietly, disguised as fatigue, irritability, digestive discomfort, or small pains that people dismissed as normal parts of life. Through decades of endoscopic examinations, he learned that the stomach reveals the truth no one can hide. A healthy stomach looks vibrant and smooth. An unhealthy stomach appears worn, thin, or inflamed long before symptoms become serious. It is as if the stomach acts as a diary of a person's habits. It records their choices without judgment. It shows the consequences with clarity. And in these patterns, he discovered that most people were not sick because of a single mistake. They were sick because they ignored the voice of the body for too long. His research led to a simple but powerful conclusion. The human body thrives on foods that contain natural enzymes. These foods bring life into the digestive system. They lighten the workload. They support renewal rather than exhaustion. Raw fruits carry active enzymes that begin digesting themselves the moment they touch saliva. Lightly cooked vegetables preserve their structure and contribute fiber that stabilizes the gut. Whole grains release energy slowly, helping the body maintain balance throughout the day. Fish provides protein that the digestive system can process without heavy strain. When these foods become the foundation of daily life, the digestive system strengthens, energy rises, and the entire body shifts toward healing. He designed his own daily routine to reflect these principles. He began each morning with water, giving the digestive system space to wake up gently. After the water moved through the body, He ate fresh fruit to deliver enzymes directly to the gut. His breakfast followed with whole grains, miso, seaweed, and fermented foods that provided nourishment without draining the system. Lunch and dinner followed the same structure, with a focus on plant-based foods and minimal animal protein. He avoided overeating because each excessive meal required the body to burn through its limited enzyme reserves. To him, overeating was not a sign of abundance. It was a form of self-harm disguised as comfort. He believed that the timing of meals mattered as much as the meals themselves. The digestive system slows at night. The body prepares for repair, not digestion. Eating late disrupts this cycle. It forces the stomach to work when it should be resting. Acid rises, sleep quality declines, fatigue settles into the bones. Over time, this pattern accelerates aging. By eating his final meal hours before sleep, he allowed the body to focus on restoration instead of processing food. The result was clarity of mind, steady energy, and emotional balance. But his message extended beyond food. It touched the entire way a person lives. Stress was one of the greatest threats to enzyme health. When the mind is overwhelmed, the body produces cortisol. Cortisol suppresses digestive enzymes and weakens immune function. It redirects energy toward survival instead of healing. A stressed body can digest even healthy food poorly. A calm body can recover from mistakes. This is why he encouraged people to rest, breathe, walk, and reconnect with their inner rhythm. Peace of mind was not a luxury. It was a biological requirement. He also believed that sensitivity to food and environment was not a weakness. It was a sign of a body that had not been dulled by constant stimulation. People who react quickly to additives, caffeine, or alcohol often see this as a problem. He saw it as a strength. It meant the body still had the ability to protect itself. It meant the body was communicating clearly. Many modern individuals lose this sensitivity because constant exposure to stimulants numbs their internal signals. They can no longer feel the early warnings, and when the warnings finally appear, they arrive as illness. His experience with medication reinforced this idea. He once tested small amounts of various drugs on himself to understand their effects. Even a tiny amount of a powerful drug created intense reactions. His heart raced, his blood pressure rose, his breathing tightened. These reactions revealed the potency of medications that many people take casually. He wanted people to understand that while medicine has important uses, it also carries hidden costs. The body pays those costs with enzymes. The more often people rely on medication instead of lifestyle changes, the more they weaken the very system that keeps them alive. His perspective on cancer treatment reflected this principle. He did not oppose surgery or necessary medical intervention, but he questioned treatments that overload the body with toxins without addressing the conditions that allowed the illness to develop. He believed that the body must have the strength to recover from treatment. If enzyme reserves were already low, aggressive therapy could do more harm than good. For some patients, he advised lifestyle changes before treatment or alongside it. He wanted them to rebuild internal strength so the body could endure the demands placed upon it. Perhaps the most radical idea he shared was the notion that the human body already contains everything needed to maintain health. It knows how to repair tissue. It knows how to balance hormones. It knows how to fight infection. The role of lifestyle is not to overpower these processes, but to support them. When people live in alignment with natural rhythms, the body becomes self-correcting. When people fight against these rhythms, the body becomes exhausted and vulnerable. He often pointed to animals as simple teachers. Animals do not eat foods that destroy their digestion. They do not drink milk after infancy. They do not consume the products of other species. They eat what their bodies are designed to digest. They rest when tired. They fast when sick. They trust instinct. Humans lost this instinct when they learned to override the body's signals with convenience, habits, and cultural narratives. Returning to health requires rediscovering that instinct. In the final years of his research, Dr. Shinya emphasized a single message. A healthy life is built through consistency, not perfection, not discipline for its own sake, but consistency. The body rewards small decisions repeated with intention. A glass of water upon waking, a bowl of fruit, a portion of whole grains. These are simple actions, but they form the foundation of long-term health. When practiced daily, they transform the body from the inside out. He wanted people to understand that vitality is not a mystery. It is not reserved for a select few. It is available to anyone who is willing to listen to the body and change the habits that drain life force. The stomach is not only a place where food is digested. It is a place where the story of health is written, and that story can change at any time. A person who has lived for years in a pre-illness state can begin healing the moment they stop overwhelming their system and start honoring its needs. The truth he arrived at is both ancient and modern. The body is designed to function with natural foods and balanced rhythms. Modern life disrupts these rhythms, but the design remains. When people choose foods filled with enzymes, eat at the right times, rest properly, and reduce unnecessary stress, the body responds with gratitude. It rebuilds, it realigns, it finds strength that seemed lost. Health becomes not a pursuit, but a natural state. If there is a single message in his philosophy, it is this: life moves toward healing when we stop standing in its way. Every meal, every breath, every moment of awareness becomes a step toward renewal. And in that quiet transformation, people rediscover what it feels like to be truly alive.